All right, guys, welcome to the Gil Bishop Sports Arena for men's BC basketball versus Antelope Valley College. I'm Kenny Calvin. I'm joined by our producer-director, Dr. Julian Wilson. Antelope Valley coming in at 12 and 13, and now we got Silva attacking for our first attempt. And that's going to be empty. Renegades at 13 and 12, coming in at 3 and 8 in conference, trying to be spoiler, and gives up a bucket. And that one is Ryan Frazier, 6'3" guard out of Spring Valley High School. Just passed right by there, Las Vegas. Renegades start with Silva, Hill, Johnson, Jackson, and Martinez. And Jackson in the post right now kicks it back out to Silva. And we got our first Renegade turnover. Not how Coach Chavez wants to start out. One empty trip or two empty trips with only one field goal. So if you're wondering where Robert Chavez is, he's across campus working BC baseball today. So I said, I got you, RC. Nice pull up and step back jumper is no good. That was Malik Lorraine on the attempt. Man defense for Antelope Valley. Oh, and an offensive foul by Kemonte Jackson. So 3 straight empty trips for the Renegades to start out. We might see that suit coat come off early from Coach Chavez. Trey Hawkins out at the top. Step back 3 from deep. Tough shot. And now we got a battle inside. And, no jump ball. Letting them play. Nice move inside. And another point-blank miss. Sean Johnson with a nice move and couldn't finish. Renegades leave the ball and give up a wide-open 3. Cardinal sin in basketball, never leave the ball. That's what we're here for. Makai Martinez out at the top. Gets it over to Silva. Nice matchup zone being played by Antelope Valley. And good ball movement. Creates an open opportunity and splash. Andrew Hill, a name synonymous with BC basketball and Bakersfield basketball for that matter. Shout out to my old coach Hill. Oh, we got a foul. He'll be going to the line for 2. That'll be Zay Landry, X-A Landry. Is it Zay or Za? I'm going to go with Zay. Point guard, 6 foot, out of Amarillo High School, Amarillo, Texas. First one is good, and we have our first substitution of the game as Ali Fell will come in. He'll be coming in for Johnson. So this is a Western State South Conference matchup. Antelope Valley sitting at 6 and 5 in conference. Renegades at 3 and 8. And now they got a trap going, but wide open shots for the Renegades. And that's no good from the corner for Jackson. Man defense for the Renegades. Nice bounce pass to the baseline in the reverse. Oh, nice move, but couldn't finish. Now you got Makai Martinez running the point, gets it over to Hill. Hill attacking the paint. He's going up, and that's in and out. So many empty trips for the Renegades in our last home game as well. But now we got some hustle by Jackson, and now he's pushing the paint. Gets to the baseline. Nice pass inside to Hill, and Hill converts for 2. Love to see a big man getting out and running the break. AVC, one of our new conference foes. Nice pass inside. Oh, and another blown attempt after the great pass. And now the Renegades paying back with a turnover of their own. And there goes the decibel raise in Coach Chavez's voice. So the Renegades will try this 2-1 press, see if they can get some pressure. Now you got Omari Mathis coming in to run point for Antelope Valley. Nice job by the Renegades switching. Good patience, and now they pull from the wing, in and out. Offensive rebound, and big-time offensive rebound inside by Chris Green, the forward out of Wallkill High School, Hamburg, New Jersey. Renegades back with a quick attempt and come up empty. Nice block inside. Nice pass, and Hill is putting in work. Another nice basket by Hill. 6'2" freshman out of Sandia High School, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Renegades trailing 7-8. But you like that energy and effort on that previous fast break. Oh, nice try on the pass inside from the wing by Hawkins. A little too hot to handle. Nice bounce pass down to Jackson. Jackson with the patient move, and that's a big-time patient move and footwork by Kemonte Jackson. Jones out at the top. Penetrating through the paint. Up high and off the glass, no good. Jackson on the rebound. Martinez gets it to Silva, and back to Martinez. Out to Jackson. Jackson's feeling it. Directing traffic. Moves the ball back to the right wing to Silva. He has a lane. Attacks. Nice pump. Oh, and tries to get it to Jackson, and that's going to be turned over. Antelope Valley back the other way for two, and that's going to be Mathis out of Vasquez High School, the 6'3" and 180-pound freshman. Jackson empty on the inside, tries to go up over three people, and they beat the Renegades back. And that's definitely not going to make Coach Chavez happy as Andrew Hill is beat back. And Zod Landry gets the bucket. Silva attacking the paint. Fade away. No good. Scramble. And that's going to be Renegade basketball. So now we have two subs coming in. Malachi Jones and Montiano come in for Antelope Valley. And also we got Sean Johnson returning, and my first Malik Petty sighting. Man, I saw Malik Petty play last week. He was very shifty and active. His energy was key to the Renegades' success in a few contests. And right away, he's trying to go to work. Now they trap him. Trap. Oh. I guess they've done their homework on Petty, too. Instantly triple teamed as he tries to go to work on the post. And again, right away going out, and unstoppable Malik Petty. The boy is instant offense. I'm going to call him the microwave. Like Vinnie Johnson. Coming off the bench with instant offense. Look that up, youngsters. Vinnie Johnson. Amazing move and left-handed finish by Omari Mathis. Silva attacking, kicks it over. Active hands by Antelope Valley inside. They're doing a great job as they cause the turnover on Johnson. continuing to get the shots they want in the paint. Nice job by the Renegades, and now we're going to get a foul. But you got to love the energy and effort of Antelope Valley. They are definitely playing with a high tempo on offense and defense. And now they're coming out in this trap. Antelope Valley doing very well defensively. 14-11, they're up 3. And that's going to be out of bounds to the Renegades. Hill inbounds to Silva. Nice move by Fell. Gets it in. Nice pass to Johnson. Johnson completes the mission. 14-13, Antelope Valley. Man-to-man defense for Chavez's Renegades. Switching off things at the top, and that's a nice baseline move and skip to the left. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound Petty. Man defense for Antelope Valley. Silva out at the top. Run a little motion offense. Oh, wow, you hate to see that. Sean Johnson passes up the open free throw line jumper and then goes right into the charge. One of the things I always like to remind young players, open shots need to be taken. Sometimes you try to force things and you force yourself right into a turnover. Shots over turnovers, ladies and gentlemen. (14-13), Renegades trail by 1. 10:45 left to play, live at the Gil Bishop Sports Center. Kenny Calvin joined by producer-director Julian Wilson. Renegades at 13-12, 3-8 in conference, looking to try to play spoiler as we near postseason play. Martinez driving kick to Petty. Petty, a little out of control. And he's going to be called for the travel. You know, I talked about loving Petty's energy and intensity. Sometimes you got to make sure you're harnessing the energy and intensity and playing under control. That wasn't one of those times. Now we have Malachi Jones out at the point. Oh, nice defense by Silva, intercepting the back cut. They've ran that back cut pretty consistently. Now you got Martinez kicking it out to Petty again. Petty with another one. Good hustle to get back inside and keep fighting. Keeps it alive for a second, but Antelope Valley now on the break with numbers. Oh, and he blows the simple attempt as we see Coach Rosebrook check in the house. Salute, Coach. Silva out at the top. Wow, so we got another offensive foul way away from the ball, and that's a tough call. Another moving screen by the Renegades. Definitely puts them in a tough position. It's been at a one-point game for about 3 minutes. With 9:25 left to play in the half, Renegades have to find a way to get some consistency on the offensive end. Double high for Antelope Valley, trying to go high-low, and it's out of control, and that's going to be out of bounds. Looking for a foul and a push. Nonetheless, going the other way. Martinez inbounds to Silva. Silva gets it up to Jackson. Jackson attacking, and a nice shot by Jackson using the glass, going up over 2 defenders. Man defense. Silva out at the top, looking to stay focused, and he does. Plays defense without fouling as Mathis tries to go up with the attempt. Phenomenal discipline. Now you got Enriquez to the nail, gets it to Silva, back to Enriquez. Enriquez off the glass, and it's no good. Petty with the rebound, no good. And that's going to be a foul, Martinez. You're getting the shots that you want inside, but just not able to convert. Definitely frustrating sequence for Coach Chavez and the Renegades. So now you have Lorraine running the point for Antelope Valley. Motion offense. Now a little impatience, and that's going to be Malik Petty bailing him out as he looked to go one-on-one from the top. He'll be going to the line for 2. Oh, so they're saying that's on the side. He won't be going to the line. Inbound to Hawkins. Hawkins looking to go one-on-one versus Silva, and he throws it to the 3rd row. Literally number 1 on number 1. So we'll have our first timeout. We'll take a timeout here as well. Has been handling a lot of the point guard duties this afternoon. Petty's instant offense, and he's looking to get going. Nice pass to Petty, and that's going to be a shot from the top, and in and out. Oh, another reach-in foul, and that one's going to be on Enriquez. And that means Antelope Valley is now in the bonus with 7 minutes to play in the half. They'll be going to the line for 1-1. So at the line, Josh Montiano, the 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore out of Crespi High School, Porter Ranch, California. Josh Montiano is the name. Free throw is good, and they will go up 1 point, making it 16-15. Silva out at the top, back over to Petty. 2-1-2 zone, confusing the Renegades, and they get a hand on it. And that's going to be a foul. It definitely was a good call, as Ryan Frazier a little bit too aggressive. Bumps Silva over the line. Silva's a player, he definitely doesn't force his offense, but when he can get his shot going, he's unstoppable. I saw him have 6 3-pointers last month in a game where he was just lighting it up. Nice attempt by Martinez, but trying to force it in that zone pays dividends for the Antelope Valley men's squad. Now a deep 3. Great closeout by Petty with a little kung fu defense. Silva attacking, and that's a nice, strong move by Silva, and I must have pumped him up. He got his spidey senses up. Because as he's aggressive, this offense is very hard to contain. And that's a nice move, but unable to finish Malik Lorraine. Silva on the right wing. Nice pass inside. Oh, nice move by Petty. Couldn't get the finish. And Petty gets it back. Looking to go inside and throws it away. Leaves his feet to pass and throws it away. And now it's going to be a lead for Antelope Valley. Good shot by Trey Hawkins. Silver Spring, Maryland grad. And another turnover by Silva. Oh, huge block by Petty. Pinned it on the glass. That's an amazing job not giving up on the play. And now you have Hill looking to go off the glass, and that's no good. All right, now you got another one, and we got a dunk by Trey Hawkins. He said, you're not going to get to that one, Petty. The energy is turning up at the Gil Bishop Sports Arena as Antelope Valley goes up 3 on the Hawkins dunk. So that was an amazing job by Hawkins getting out on the wing, not having his head held low after getting it pinned on the board by Petty. Comes back down and gets the one hand to the two-hand tomahawk. That was nice. With the old school Dr. J Cup. Martinez inbounds to Jackson. Jackson doubled on the post, and he doesn't see the double team coming because his guard doesn't communicate that the trap is coming. So important to talk. Can't allow your big man to be blindsided like that if you're the guard or forward playing on that wing. You don't say anything, and now you get the turnover. And Antelope Valley, like we said, they're in the bonus and now have the 3-point lead with 5:04 to play in this half. First one good. Brody Balotnik, the 6'2", 185-pound guard out of El Camino High School, Woodland Hills, California. Second is good as well. Antelope Valley goes up 5 points. Martinez has been handling a lot of the point guard duties. Petty's been contributing very well since coming in off the bench. Nice bounce pass by Martinez, but this zone is giving the Renegades some fits. You have to find a way to get inside the paint if you can't knock down these deep threes like Hill just tried to take. Very hard to penetrate the zone, but the best way to break it down, you have to find ways to get inside the paint. And then kick it back outside for those open shots. Antelope Valley's coach doing a phenomenal job switching it up because now they're in the man defense. Now Martinez is having to redirect traffic from the half-court mark. 13 on the shot clock. Oh, and now you got a foul against the Renegades on Petty. But our biggest Renegade in Jackson takes the brunt of the force. Wow. So I guess Petty pushed the defender into Jackson. Now Petty's going to be subbed out for Enriquez. Enriquez, the 6'3" freshman out of Monte del Sol, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Nice pass inside and one. Oh, my goodness. Ashton Eckert running the point, gets the bounce pass down into Malik Lorraine. I'm telling you, they've been backdooring the Renegades, who are overplaying defensively frequently. They've done it from the baseline multiple times. Now they're doing it high-low with the high-low action, having the guy run up high, and then he's backdooring him as the Renegade defender overplays him. Great patience. And they're making their free throws count. 23-17, Antelope Valley, 4:15 to play. Like we said, Antelope Valley 12-13. Overall, 6-5 in conference. They're coming off a win versus College of the Canyons. They beat them 107-71. You know, if you remember, I think we had a tough task against Canyons, and they smacked them around very well. Now here they go, right back to that trap zone. 2-1-2. They're trapping on the wings, forcing the wing to give it up. Nice entry pass. You finally get it in the paint. Now you got to get the attempt. Great defense inside on the block by Ashton Eckert. Whoa, amazing move. And he's going to be fouled. And Malik Lorraine putting him on spin cycle. And that's going to be a foul, and he'll be going to the line for 2. Malik is a 6'1", 165-pound freshman out of Pete Knight High School in Palmdale, California. So this is a very low-scoring first half, ladies and gentlemen. 25-17. Some very good defense being played or some shots being missed inside. I would say Antelope Valley's playing some phenomenal defense to hold the Renegades to 17 points in the half. (26-17), Antelope Valley. This 2-1-2 zone defense has been giving the Renegades fits. Silva gets it over to Enriquez. Enriquez, not sure what to do, skips it to Hill. Andrew Hill on the wing, tries to get it inside to, oh, and now you get that open shot, and that's Silva, and that's the one you want, and it's in and out. Turnover back to the Renegades. But that was just a perfect example of what I said you have to do to that 2-1-2 zone. You're not going to be able to get the shot you want until you get a touch in the paint. Once you get that touch in the paint, they collapse. You get the kick back out to the baseline shot. That's the open shot you want. We just don't make it as it goes in and out. But this defense by Antelope Valley is on fire. Malik Lorraine is playing phenomenal on both ends. And he gets the steal, and it's going to lead to another double bonus opportunity for Antelope Valley, and now they're starting to stretch this lead out. It was 17-17 at one point, or 18-17 at one point, and they've just walked off in this first half, and they are making these free throws count. Landry hits both of them. Za Landry out of Amarillo, Texas. And that's a timeout. So we'll take another timeout as well right here on GoGaze.com, brought to you by Valley Strong Credit Union. And we are back on GoGaze.com. Renegades trailing 17-28. And if you're just tuning in and you're like, man, how can we be down this much with this few points? As Silva hits him with the mid-range jumper. We forgot to mention that Big Gallardo's out. We're also missing Elijah Williams. My last Renegade home game, Gallardo was the most efficient defender in the paint as our big man, but Elijah Williams was unstoppable on both sides of the basketball. So those are the reasons why you find yourself down this early in a halftime with 2:46 to play versus the Antelope Valley team that you feel like you may be able to beat. Nice pass inside. Silva to Hill, and that's going to be a nice and one for Andrew Hill again. The only way you are going to beat a 2-1-2 zone, you have to find ways to attack the paint. And Silva does a great job throwing a dart to Hill. And Hill, the the freshman out of Sandia High School, with some great footwork and patience. That foot stomp right there is brought to you by Robert Chavez, head coach of Bakersfield College men's basketball. Hill completes the and one to bring it to 22 points. Man defense for the Renegades. Low dribble handoff offense for Antelope Valley. Looking to take advantage of those back cuts, and they get the turnover on the travel by Brody Bolotnik. Say that fast 3 times. Silva over to Martinez. Martinez now playing against a man defense. So you'll see Antelope Valley go back and forth. That's one of the things that makes them tough to beat, is finding ways to get open shots against their ever-evolving defense. Tough deep 3 by Silva. Lorraine with the runner and one. Woo, this kid is phenomenal in transition, so smooth. And you can tell by how his flat top is going backwards that when he's moving forward, he's moving with some speed. Right there, he hit him with the runner, the teardrop right over the extended hand. Man, you can tell how that, look at that free throw line swope on that fade. You know he got some speed in transition. Oh, man, they are putting in work at the free throw line, making them count. Malik Lorraine out of Pete Knight High School. So now we got Petty back in with Martinez. Martinez gets the trap up. Nice job breaking the trap, and that's all because of Ollie Fell with the great pass. Here you go again. Nice step back jumper by Lorraine is no good. Martinez. Man-to-man defense. They're switching everything. Silva out at the top. Silva attacking the paint. It's really more of a matchup zone that they're running as well. It looks like a man-to-man. Shot no good. Oh, and that's going to be another foul by Petty. So many fouls after rebounds on your opposite end. Definitely frustrating, but the one good thing about that is that you're stopping the opponent from having a break. But the only good thing, or that makes that a good thing, is if they weren't in the bonus. They're going to the line every time you touch them. .39 seconds to play. Renegades trailing 7. First one by Hawkins is good. Trey Hawkins is averaging 12 points a game. He shoots 59% from the free throw line. 47% from the field. Man, doesn't look like he's shooting 59% at the line on the season to me. Martinez out at the top. Matchup zone now. Now they're going to an individual man, but look how that help comes. See how that help comes? Kicked out, no good. Is the shot by Tariq White. Tariq White out of Fairbanks, Alaska. Lorraine deep for 3, and that is good, and he hits him with the ice in his veins. And he definitely is playing like he has ice in his veins, so that will be the end of the first half. The Renegades will go in trailing 24-36. We'll be back with more Go Gays basketball after this. All right, we are back live at the Gil Bishop Sports Arena. Renegades trailing 24-36 to the Antelope Valley College men's basketball team. I'm joined with my producer-director, Dr. Julian Wilson. I want to thank all of our guests on GoGays.com and our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union. You know, so the star of the show in the first half was Malik Lorraine, freshman out of Pete Knight High School in Palmdale, California. Renegades did some good things early and had a nice early lead. Unfortunately, empty trips inside and consecutive empty turnovers led to a 10-point run. And Antelope Valley holding on throughout the first half.
Yeah, Kenny, that first half was really, really energetic, both teams up and down the floor. I think the difference in this game probably are those free throws that Antelope Valley got. I mean, they went to the free throw line and they missed maybe one or two. Absolutely,
and we talked about, as we get the steal, we talked about the fouls that were happening 60 feet or 50 feet away from the basket. But now the Renegades and Mr. Hill getting the three after the turnover, starting off with some good energy. Rebound Martinez. Yeah, but like we said, those empty trips in the defense of Antelope Valley caused a lot of problems for our offense, but right now I love the energy that we're coming out with as Johnson gets the bucket. Hoping all of you guys stay tuned later for our Renegade women's basketball contest. We'll talk about them a bit at the break. Nice, strong move inside by Ashton Eckert. He's out of Granada Hills, California. He had some amazing dimes in the first half. Silva running the point, looking to attack the paint. And he gets it out to Jackson. Jackson deep, and Jackson, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Jackson had that huge three to win it a few weeks ago in OT. Might have been last week. Huge rebound by Malik Lorraine and puts it back in. This kid is phenomenal. Silva attacking the paint. Nice pass to Johnson. It's the hair on Johnson and Martinez that confuse me sometimes. You got to hesitate a second and make sure you're looking at that number, man. They both got them locks, man. They go to the same stylist.
Well, one thing for sure, you can definitely tell that the coach had a good talk with them at halftime. I don't know what he said. Don't know what he said, but it was a good one.
Yeah, I heard a few feet stomps over the break.
I wonder how many pairs of shoes he goes through.
No. We got to work on getting him some specialized Nikes with the bigger heel on it. Coach Chavez would have made a great Sigma, man. He's a stepper, man. Shoot, shout out to Phi Beta Sigma. Oh, and just over the outstretched arms of Phil. Martinez trying to break the press, and that is not going to make him happy. But now we got a turnover from Antelope Valley, and Silva's going in. Oh, and that should be good. Whoa. Talk about some ups. Zal Landry, the 6-foot freshman, gets up to pin that, but that's going to be goaltending, and the Renegades cutting into that 12-point lead.
You know, and I think he knew it was going to be goaltending, but he said, I'm not going to give you this shot.
Yeah, you see him get his feet right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
He knew it.
Nice athleticism. Man defense, you got Silva chasing Lorraine. Good hands by Hill. Pick and roll at the top. The key. Oh, Lorraine out of control. That should have been travel. Ref saying that the ball was touched. Looked like a feet shuffle to me. Cupid shuffle. Silva breaks the press, skips it over to Jackson. Jackson on the right wing. Looking to go one-on-one. Gets it down to Phil. Phil to Hill. Hill with the lefty. Oh, and it's no good. Right from the quarter key. Oh, Lorraine in traffic is unstoppable, and he gets it up, and he's going to the line. Boy, this kid is smooth, Dr. J.
Wow. I mean, I tell you what, you can see, not just with him, but with the entire team, how they managed to put up 100 points in their last game.
Absolutely. We talked about him in their last contest. They won 107-71. He's their leading scorer.
Yeah, he's communicating to everybody here today. He's ready for the next level, so he's ready to go. Let's see what happens with these free throws.
You know, he shoots 33% from three.
That's why I said, let's see.
Oh, he's a 77% free throw shooter on the season. He averages 13 points a game. In their last 3 out of 4, they've won. They beat West L.A., who you've talked about has some big guns. They beat L.A. Valley. They lost to Santa Monica, who we nearly beat and let win at the last second. And they blew Canyons out by 36 points. Blow Canyons out by 36?
Yeah, Canyons is a good team.
Petty with the skip pass to Jackson. Jackson made him splash last time. That was no good, and now to Lorraine. Pushing the pace for Antelope Valley. Antelope Valley looking to attack, and that's a nice move, and a hand in the back. That's a good call. This official's whistle has been busy. His whistle works, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
He must got the signature line whistle, and they're good calls, though. He hasn't been making any bad calls. He's just been making them. You got Coach Glover checking in with Big Steve Lynch. Shout out to our staff down on the board. All of our administrative staff. Our athletics department. Definitely want to give a shout out to athletic director, Mr. Bolton, associate AD, Mr. Keith Ford, Todd Hansen, Analicia, Croonquist. Amazing team we got here. All right, so 47-36. Antelope Valley weathered the storm. Hard for the Renegades to get some buckets to fall. Got to find a way to get some movement of the ball. And one person that'll get it up, though, is Petty. And that's going to be no good, but that's the shot you want in the paint. Oh, my goodness, amazing move. Triple pump by Ryan Frazier. Wow. You got an H if you after him in horse. That was nice. Uh-oh. Near turnover. Nice pass inside, and that's going to go to Hill. And Hill's going to go to the line for two, but oh, my goodness. Amazing move previously by Ryan Frazier.
Yeah, that last shot, those, you don't teach those.
Oh, my God.
Those are the moves that you make that's just you.
Yeah, that's the move you do at the park on the 8-foot rims, not on the 10-foot. Wow. So now we got Johnson coming in for Ollie Fell. Renegades trying to find a way to get some momentum. They had some, but Antelope Valley did a great job getting back on the run. Now the Renegades trail by 12 again. Dribble handoff offense. Usually get a back cut somewhere here. They go high, pick and roll. Great job by Silva. Leads to an open three. And that's going to be an air ball. Coach said, Ryan Frazier, stick to the double pump layups in the paint.
And Kenny, I have to mention while we're at this point in the game, we got a good crowd today. I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see the crowd pour in for the guys. Silva from three, and that's the Silva that you want to see. Once you start seeing those shots fall, the energy level picks up. Silva's one of those guys, he doesn't need a whole lot of space to get going. Oh, that looked like it was all ball at the top by Trey Hawkins, but he might have some body on the bottom. What he's frustrated at is that the official was on the opposite side and made that call. But like I said previously, his whistle works very well.
And he has great eyes.
Yes, he does. He's not wearing glasses, ladies and gentlemen.
Great eyes. He is seeing everything. Tough job they have, so
oh, yeah.
Kudos to them.
Oh, yeah. I joke every week about my toughest assignment my senior year was reffing high school basketball for my internship.
Well, that had to be a nightmare.
Oh, my goodness. Imagine in the backwoods Arkansas towns where some of the school populations look one way and the other way. Those were tough reffing jobs right there. Uh-oh, and we got a foul here. And that's going to be on number 23, Omari Mathis. You know, imagine being a California kid and having to drive to some of these backwood towns for your student internship and reffing in some of these towns that you hope you got out by sundown. Very unique experience for the collegiate experiences in South United States. Martinez gets it over to Silva. Petty kicks it over to Silva. Silva looking to attack the paint and gets it to Petty. Nice move by Petty. He hits him with his double pump. He said, I can show you one too. Amazing job by Petty out of Christ the King Jesuit College Prep in Chicago, Illinois. Hawkins attacking and going to the bucket with an and one. Amazing job by Trey Hawkins. He's so long that he gets to his point where he wants to elevate and just going up with some nice awkward-looking layups that are falling.
Yeah, and you know what? And again, as we watch this team play, again, we can see why they scored so many points in their last game. But to follow up on that, you know, they're right at the point in the season where you're going in the postseason.
Right.
And you want your momentum to be right where they are right now. They're in a good spot. They just got to get the wins.
Right, and you can tell between Hawkins and Malik Lorraine that they got two guys that are instant offense from a one-on-one perspective. They don't need a whole lot of direction from coach to get their money.
Right.
Press turns into numbers for the Renegades, and that's going to be out of bounds to Antelope Valley. And that's one of those situations where, as you're the point guard, don't be afraid to throw the bounce pass.
Right.
Everybody, if you're not throwing the alley-oop that high, you want to try to actually get that bounce pass underneath the arm of the defender.
Right. In fact, you talk about bounce pass. That was the world-renowned Irving Magic Johnson. That was his favorite pass.
Absolutely.
The bounce pass.
I mean, it's one of the most underestimated simple passes in the game. The simple bounce pass. Yes. And sometimes the simple two-hand bounce pass. Stop trying to throw it with one hand.
Right.
Jump stop, and just like you used to do in junior high, and bounce pass it on the three-man break. We all did the 3-on-2 breaks back in the days. Right. You know, but sometimes we get too far ahead of ourselves and want the highlight play instead of the basic play, and it turns into a turnover.
Right, and they don't, and you know, coaches don't teach that. They teach you to pass with two hands because if you throw it one hand and you throw it out, you can't call it back. But if you got both hands on it, you can call it back.
Right.
That's right.
54-42. Renegades trailing. You know, and like we said, every time the Gades do something positive, Antelope Valley answers the call. We get the big three from Silva. You know, and those are one of the things that can get our team going. And right away, you get the fast break and one on the one-on-one move by Hawkins. So we got to find a way to amp up the energy on the defensive end, but it's hard when you got a guy like Big Gallardo walking around with a boot
on his foot, yes.
And he's sitting on the bench. Zal Landry gets it over. Back to Landry. Landry, looking to make a move, and that's going to be a travel. I'm glad they didn't call a foul because I was going to be very doubtful about that one. Looked like he just slipped. All right, so there's one break. You got to get some more stops if you're the Renegade. 12:50 to play. That's going to be a foul on the inside. That foul's going to be on Amir Johnson. He's a 6'1" forward out of Eastside High School in Lancaster, California. Johnson doubled on the baseline. Steps through the double team, and that's how you do it. Oh, couldn't get the finish. Nice hustle by Silva. And Martinez will reset. Silva attacking. Nice hands inside by Antelope Valley. Man, their defense on the interior has been phenomenal tonight. And Martinez is out at the top. 7 on the shot clock. Jackson from deep. Oh, nice battle on the inside by Silva. And I believe Montiano. These guys are battling on the inside. That's what you like to see. And nothing's dirty, too. Montiano's just trying to box out the best he can, but that was just great effort by Silva. And that's how you earn the extra possessions. You have to increase the effort.
That's right.
Win extra possessions. Gets it into Silva. Silva's guarded by Eckert. Johnson from the 15-footer and a splash. Johnson looked like he got the nice dreadlocks, man. I'm going to have to go see the Bob Marley movie right after this.
Right, I saw that. I didn't see the movie. I saw that the movie was out. I'm thinking, I thought we already saw that movie, but.
No, I've never seen that.
I thought that movie had already been done.
Yeah, I didn't remember seeing one of those be done because I was actually excited to see that. You know, Oh, he called another foul? That was a push. 25 feet away from the basket, and you see the complex look on Chris Green's face from Walk Hill High School in Hamburg, New Jersey, man. I told you. His whistle works. Johnson with the nice move. Oh, and that was a time where you want him to take the shot as he gets the positioning that he wants. Now, empty trip, but rebound, Antelope Valley, and they're continuing to outwork the Renegades on the inside. Oh, big time move, and that's nice block by Fell on the inside. 44-56, still a 12-point lead, unable to chip into it, but you're loving the energy by the Renegades defensively.
That was called rejection. That's what that was.
That's how the girls used to do me in elementary school before they knew I was a beast on the football field. Ashton Eckert with the nice move. I wasn't always the man, Dr. J.
Man, well, I wouldn't have known so, unless you told me. So, audience, you heard it. He wasn't always the man.
I wasn't always the man on the east side in Bakersfield, man. They wanted the thug. They wanted the thugs, man. I wasn't the thug yet.
The thug.
Silva with the amazing move. Oh, my goodness.
That was a very strong move.
Oh, Chris Green with the foul. But that was an amazing move by Silva. And I'm telling you, if he had about 3 more inches on that vert, he probably could have put him on a poster, how he was attacking.
He didn't even care who was down there. He said, I'm going.
No, Dr. J, but as Silva's at the line, it's funny because I didn't play tackle football until 8th grade was my first year, right? On the end of the bench. Didn't play freshman football because I didn't know where I was going to live as a homeless 8th grader. Sophomore year, first year I played football, first game against Garces at BC, I had 3 receiving touchdowns for 196 yards.
Wow.
By Tuesday, I had a girlfriend. Friday, I had 3 touchdowns. Tuesday, I had a girlfriend. The rest was history. All right, we talking basketball. And Antelope Valley is holding on to this 12-point lead, 9:61 to play on GoGaze.com. This is Kenny Calvin and Dr. J. But that's a foul by Hill, and you definitely can't argue that if you're not allowing the shooter range to come down, and Landry will go to the line for 3.
And don't let the score fool any of us. The Renegades are playing extremely hard. They are playing a very good game. They just happen to be playing against a very good team.
Absolutely. I mean, like we said, they are 6-5 in conference. They're over 500. They have something to play for, playing with passion. Defensively, they've been one of the best teams that I've seen all year with this zone man switch that they do. They play a great matchup man defense where they switch it to a zone without you even realizing it. And that can cause teams problems, especially when you're missing 2 starters.
Yes. And, of course, they continue at the free throw line.
Absolutely. And not only are we missing 2 starters, we're missing 2 starting big men. Elijah Williams, 6'6", 200 pounds, out of Providence Christian Academy, Lawrenceville, Georgia. He's a huge asset on the defensive and offensive end. And then you got Big Gallardo. He's the sophomore out of Liberty High School, 6'7", 262 pounds. So you're missing about 15 feet of offense.
And I don't remember seeing him in high school.
Oh, I do.
I know you do. I missed him.
Nice move by Petty. He walked, but they didn't call it.
They didn't call it.
He changed his pivot. You know, Petty's one of those players. You love his intensity, and you can tell that he's brought into the game to be instant offense. Some people may assume that he's always playing out of control and hogging, but he's put in to be that guy to generate some extra touches. But if it doesn't work, he's usually coming out. And there you go, Silva to the basket, and that's what I'm talking about for the young man out of Frontier High School. Tighten up then. Amazing move by Silva.
Yeah, that was a great move. I couldn't have stopped him if
my goodness.
If I had been 6'9" down there.
He hit him with the pump fake from 15 feet, and it goes in and then goes between two of them. Amazing move by Silva. Makes it count. Renegades get it to 11. Can we get it under 10? We got it all the way down to 6, and they went on a run. Landry at the top of the key. Gets it over to Lorraine. Oh, Lorraine's no good. Now you got Silva over to Martinez. Get the stop that you want. 8:58 to play in the second half. Jackson from the right wing. High pick and roll, Jackson and Johnson. And that's going to be out of bounds and stay here for the Renegades. Trey Hawkins comes back in, and he's rested. He's so efficient for Antelope Valley. Silva being aggressive. You like to see it. Martinez asking for the high pick and roll. He's guarded by Lorraine. They trap him, and that's going to be a foul on Bolotnik.
Yeah, that was a good call, and he knows it. As soon as he fouled him, he shook his head like, yeah, I'll take that one.
Slow feet don't eat. Bolotnik gets the foul. Coach Glover giving some instructions to Jackson. Martinez makes the first one count. We're finally in 1-on-1. Get the lead to 10. Now, can we get it under 10? Second one is good by the freshman out of West Mesa High School, Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, we got it under 10. Can we string some stops together? Antelope Valley with that dribble handoff, back cut offense. Nice defense by the Renegades, but they can't get the rebound. Nice move at the top. Hawkins for three. We talked about the efficiency of Hawkins, and as soon as he gets his hand on it, he lights it up from three.
And he shot that with no effort.
No effort.
Right off his wrist.
Trey Hawkins, 6'3", 180 pounds, out of Springbrook High School, Silver Springs, Maryland, has been putting on a show.
And wow, I mean, a lot of these kids have taken some long trips to come and play at these schools.
Yeah, and you got to love it. It's just another testament to how beautiful the experience is for the junior college athlete. It's one of my favorite commercials that I see on TV, and it gives me goosebumps as I get to do everything that I do every day, being a former Renegade student athlete that used this experience to keep my confidence level where it should have been as a guy that left here as an All-American in 1995.
If we could rewind the tape and do it again with the stuff we know now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
wow.
You know, but I'm grateful to have an opportunity to be a coach here on campus and pour that into some of my former players. Johnson has been very intent, and that's a nice move as he attacks the paint. Sean Johnson's filled in very well for Gallardo. Like we said, we do have baseball on campus today. They were there earlier. We'll get you some of those results later. So in baseball news, Ryan Morales had a 2 RBI single to give BC a 2-1 lead after 2 innings earlier. We'll follow up on some of that action. Oh, and now we got an offensive foul against Antelope Valley. And I'm telling you, this isn't the place to be if you're going to be frustrated at the referee's whistle as an athlete, because he's calling it tight, but he's calling it very efficiently too. Good calls, nothing too questionable.
Yeah, I haven't seen, or we haven't seen either of the coaches raise up on a call at all.
Right. Jackson to the baseline. He's double teamed. Now he's going to need somebody to come to the basketball. Johnson from 15 feet, and no good. 63-51, Antelope Valley, 7:20 to play. Malik Lorraine has been amazing. He's rocking that 1992 Kenny Cal flat top with the swoop, but Hawkins is putting on a show. Silva out at the top, looking to go one-on-one against the zone. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson trapped again. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson should move the ball, but he goes and attacks, and that's going to be a bad shot and an empty trip. Bolotnik, no good. Johnson now leading the break. Oh, nice move inside, up with the left, and that's going to be a foul. And it looks like we got an injury.
Yes, we got a good,
Oh, and it looks like he's in some tough pain. I believe that is We'll get you a number on that player, but it definitely doesn't look good. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick break and come back with more action on Go Gates basketball right after this. Okay, so that was Chris Green, the injured player for Antelope Valley. He's the forward out of Walk Hill High School in Hamburg, New Jersey. He's been playing very well for them, so that's a big blow as they stretched it to a 15-point lead. But now we got Johnson at the line, and he can't make it happen. Well, so Antelope Valley, Trey Hawkins has 17 points. Malik Lorraine has 17. Zod Landry has 10. Those are the big three for those guys. For the Renegades, they're being led by Andrew Hill. He's at 16 points. Tyler Silva has 14 points. And Sean Johnson at 7 along with Jackson. Deep three by Hawkins, no good. And now Renegades trying to take advantage. Can't get anything going as Jackson comes up empty. Bolotnik attacking. Shoots it with the left, and that's going to be no good. Petty puts it down in traffic. Gets it over to Jackson. Now he got 3-on-2. Johnson from 15 foot attacking, and that's going to be and one. He'll be going to the line for 2. Foul by Lorraine. $5:48 to play on GoGaze.com. Want to thank our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union. Every Friday as an administrator for a residential facility, I have to break down allowance for my residents. I'm right at Valley Strong Credit Union on Panama and Stein, getting help by the ladies. Want to thank them. I always shout them out, and I always tell them I'm going to shout them out. And I appreciate you. Even if my wife does work at the other one. Credit union wars. We won't get into that. Oh, so we got some complaints by Coach Chavez as they miss a huge offensive foul call opportunity. And now Lorraine looking to attack. And he just big boy move.
Just bullied him back.
Big boy move. Wow. Big boy beast move by Malik Lorraine. That's how my Uncle Manuel Calvin used to do me. Back at California Park, you had no chance of guarding him in the post. He gonna back you all the way down. They got him for taunting after that.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, he turned right around and just stared at him, and
And they still chatting. Malik Petty's like, okay, you got me. Free throw up, free throw good. So that cuts it to 13. But again, every time we see those Renegades get it under 10 to 9 points, Antelope Valley answers the call. And Malik Lorraine has been the star of the show, up to 19 points. Special shout out to my man Steve Lynch, keeping us on point with the live stats.
You know, and just with that last taunting call, you know, you'd like to see these athletes go after it. You'd like to see these athletes compete. You know, it's difficult to prevent some of that. It comes with the territory. These guys, they got to get an edge.
Right. And you want guys to be proud of themselves when they're cooking somebody. And that's what's happening with Malik Lorraine. And now we got the travel by Silva. You know, Coach used to always tell us, don't get mad somebody talking crap to you.
Right.
If you want to shut them up, beat them.
You got it, yeah. I mean, it just comes with the territory, you know.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate only because, like I said, we're us having to try to rein that in and control it only because, like I said, the game can get out of control real easy.
Right. And that's the most important thing that needs to be highlighted because you have to make sure you're protecting players from getting out of control, right?
Right,
Know,
right.
and so you want to make sure you give the T to tell them, hey, that's unacceptable. It is a rule. You can't taunt like that anymore. And it's a different day and age than when I was coached, 25 plus years ago. Well, don't even want to get into how we were coached back then. CPS might have been out there dealing with some of our coaches, but keeping control of the game is teaching sportsmanship. It's about sportsmanship. And, we were taught to handle our adversity differently back in the 80s and 90s.
It's hard as a competitor. I mean, you want to utilize every vice at your disposal when it comes to getting an advantage. And a part of that when you play these games is the psychological advantage.
Absolutely.
Getting into a guy's or a woman's head.
Right. That's part of the battle.
That's part of it, yes. And so, but, yeah, it's unfortunate that oftentimes when they let that go unchecked, we get a game that's out of control.
Right. And nowadays you get people in the stands being involved with what's happening on the court, too. So you definitely got to keep control. So great job by the officials. All right, 68-56. This is still a close game. 12-point games are close games, but you have to find ways to execute. And Antelope Valley is doing a better job as they break the press. Amazing job breaking that press. Martinez has been handling point guard duties all day. Petty to the cup, and he can't get the and one, but again, aggressive nature always puts him in a position to get his shot.
That was a great move. If you watch Petty play, look at his feet. His footwork is amazing. That's why he's able to get to the basket.
All right, so Petty's going to the line. First one good. 4:48 to play. Second one good. Renegades will be at Santa Monica on the 21st, and they'll have their final regular season contest against LA Valley next Friday on the 23rd.
And I believe we will be streaming that game. So
nice move by Landry. He's handled most of the point guard duties for Antelope Valley, and he's been consistently getting into the paint. First one good. That makes this a 13-point lead. And now here comes Landry once again. Or not Landry, I'm sorry, Lorraine.
Yes, and the Renegades done a great job. They just haven't been able to break the Marauders' momentum.
Right. That's a great point. And that's one of those examples of sometimes no matter how hard you play, you've ran into a bigger gun. Mm-hmm. But if you could get some shots like that to fall from Jackson, you're still in this thing. You never want to give up. Right. We definitely are playing some guys that are probably playing at Antelope Valley, and it's not because of how good they are in basketball. Might be educational reasons, because this guy, Malik Lorraine, has been unstoppable along with Hawkins. Landry as well with the amazing move inside. Doesn't get the finish. Rebound Martinez. Silva out at the top. Screen by Martinez. Gets it back out to Martinez. Out to Jackson. Can he knock another one down? No good. So again, you're at that 10-point threshold and 3:31 to play. Here's where it starts getting crucial. You have to find ways to continue to attack, get stops on one end and conversions on the other.
Right.
Second one is good by Fell. And now we have an 8-point game. Renegades with the trap. I've seen stranger things happen. All you got to do is keep playing. Let's see if we can get some defense to offense. Dribble handoff. Lorraine out at the top. Dribble handoff to Hunter. Hunter with the deep three, and this man means business.
Did you look at his
goodness.
wrist? Did you look at his wrist when he let it go?
Splash Mountain.
It was effortless. It was like no one was standing there.
And that's the exact point that we had on the previous break. Here we are fighting our tails off, doing everything right. You get the stop that you want. Right. You get the possession that you want and some points. Right. And then you come back down, they run offense, they run motion, baseline, dribble handoff to the wing, and splash mountain from a player that's probably going to go to the next level.
Yes, again, that momentum that they've started from the beginning of the game, they've been able to maintain it. They have 74 points with 3 minutes left. So, again, we can see how they're able to really run up the score.
Right, and again, no fault to an undermanned Renegades team that you can't get over that hill.
Right.
Because I love how we're playing in the second half from an intensity standpoint. We're getting some things that we want. We're getting some fast breaks. We're making some shots. Jackson just hit a big three.
Right.
You know, he misses the next one, but we get the rebound and go to the line. You're playing tough. You're playing like you want to be here. And then you come down, and that defense on that three-point shot was great defense.
Right.
You're right there.
You're right there.
Sometimes you just run into a better guy. Yeah. And that guy Hawkins came to play tonight.
That's right.
Woo! Wow. So let's look at Hawkins' numbers. Trey Hawkins is 6 for 11, 3 for 7 from the three-point line, 5 for 5 at the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 20 points.
Wow.
Splash.
And thanks again to our live stat crew.
Man, Steve Lynch is the man. That dude's a guy. He sits on the Hall of Fame board with me. We got a meeting next Friday. And look at Hunter right away. Look at Hunter around the back. Oh, my goodness. We talked about the intensity level of guys and how you can tell if a player is going to go to the next level.
Right.
And before we can even say the first sentence of the second, after the break, the man gets the steal and goes to the line and exemplifies exactly what we're saying.
Yes, and, you know, we love to see this. Like I said, we're here for our Renegades, but we're here for all these student athletes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah, anyone we see do well, we definitely want to highlight.
And you know, I'm the biggest homer of them all, right? I've gotten in trouble for being the homer, right? I love BC through and through.
Yes.
It's changed my life. But as journalists, we call it like we see it, man. This kid is phenomenal.
Yes.
He's showing out right now. I mean, he has 33% of his team's points right now. About 27%. I went to math class, too. Petty.
Amazing shot.
As we said about Petty, he can get the shots that he wants. But he gets beat on the back door right there. Luckily, he had help. And that's a nice shot by Ashton Eckert. Martinez kicks it to Jackson. Jackson's defended very well. Petty looking to get back to the paint. Them Chi-Town guys know how to get their shot, but right there, that was some great defense. And now it looks like with an 11-point lead, Antelope Valley looking to milk some of this clock. Here comes the dribble handoff offense. Martinez being aggressive, trying to get over the top. And that'll send Hunter to the line. (76-65). Hawkins to the line. I think I said Hunter. That was Hawkins.
Hawkins, yes.
What's crazy, between Hawkins and Hunter, or Hawkins and Landry, I should say, they've played phenomenal from the guard spot. Silva over to Jackson. Jackson for three. That's going to be short. Rebound fell. Petty with the deep three, and that's off the side of the backboard. That may be the reason we see him go to the paint so much.
You know, and like I said, when you get a shot like that, you know, and it doesn't matter where we are in the game, you know, you got to make it when you got it that open.
Right, you got to take that shot. You have to take it.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to make it when you're trailing 13 and trying to get back in, as that shot could have made a difference. But now it looks like Antelope Valley may sneak away with one from our Renegade men, and they'll move to 7-5. And the Renegades will fall to 3-9 in conference. Hawkins with the air ball. That trap has caused a lot of problems. You know, but we'll stay here since we have 56 seconds left and just talk about some of the things that's happening in the community. You know, it's track season. You got baseball. You definitely got to make sure you guys are getting up here and supporting our spring athletes.
Yeah, you know, I was expecting that it might rain today, so I was glad that it didn't rain. Because a lot of the athletes were here practicing when I got here. I saw the track team practicing. You know, of course, we had baseball out there today. So it was good that we got some sunshine.
Yeah, and baseball took the loss to Allen Hancock 6-4. Looks like Allen Hancock scored 2 runs in the 8th inning to get that victory. And that's unfortunate.
And baseball is that sport that's all the way to the last inning.
Right.
You cannot make any judgment. I don't care if a team is up by 10. Because they have this thing in baseball called a rally.
Right. Got to keep playing. Ben Ulio, our catcher, had 2 runs. Trenton Hernandez, as well as Austin Hubble, also added runs for the Renegades. Just wasn't enough. Jordan Moore gets the loss. He pitched 7 innings, allowed 8 hits and 4 runs. Struck out 4 batters. All right, so Martinez inbounds to Petty. And this one is pretty much in the books, ladies and gentlemen, with the Renegades trailing 13. But we'll see what Silva can do as he attacks. Gets it over to Petty. Petty inside the paint. And that's where he makes his bread. Eckert running the point. 35 seconds left. And they'll stay in that man offense that they run with the dribble handoffs, getting it over to Hawkins. Hawkins looking to pad those stats, taking it baseline, and he reverses it, and that's nasty. Just nasty, young man. Wow. Nice pass, but too little too late for the Renegades, as they will fall to Antelope Valley. Okay, and we have a timeout with 11 seconds. So we'll take a break as well. No, we'll stay here. We'll stay here. Dr. Zay said we're not going to waste the break on 11 seconds, so we'll stay here. You know, you have to wonder what Coach Chavez is trying to resonate with his players right now with 11 seconds left. But these are those continued coaching opportunities in late game situations. So right now he's probably coaching the game as if we're down 1 point. How can we get one more possession? And maybe this is a situation that helps us next week when we're in a contest where we're down 1 possession. Right. So, you know, if you're sitting at home and you wonder why he's calling timeout with 10 seconds left, every opportunity to coach, you take it.
And not to give them any more points. That last point by Antelope Valley, I don't know if the viewers can see it, the way he put his shoulder down without traveling, without charging. That's talent.
Oh, yeah. Just the way he was able to get his shoulder dip to get
Yes.
around the defender, yes. That was an amazing assessment. And they go for the dunk, and they miss it, but that's going to be a victory for the Antelope Valley men. They will move to 13-13 and will be 500, and it looks like we got some extracurricular stuff going on as we're nearing the handshake. But that will be it on GoGaze.com for the men's basketball team. They will fall to 13-13 and will be 3-9 in conference.